What's good, YouTube? What's going on, y'all? I'm back with another one. It's crazy because I really haven't made a video in a long time. Like, honestly, I can't even blame nobody but myself for it. But what you call it? Little update on my life. Like, I honestly been getting a lot done. Like, I've been really getting a lot done. I just been focusing on school, focusing on my modeling career, focusing on my music. Just stacking my bread, and just being consistent. And that's really the main reason I made this video, is to talk about being consistent, because I feel like that's something that's like low-key slept on. Like, a lot of people be wanting their goals and stuff to just fall in their lap. A lot of people just be wanting things to just happen for them. And when you look at social media and stuff like that, you start seeing like other people being successful and they look like they blew up overnight, but it's like, nah, they was just consistent. You feel me? And consistency is that's one of the biggest things you gotta incorporate into your life. And it don't take nothing to pour into yourself. It don't take nothing to invest in yourself. It don't take nothing to want more for yourself. And if you already want more for yourself, then that's a start. But at the same time, you can't want more for yourself and then just be, sitting on your ass all day, waiting for stuff to fall into your lap. You gotta go out and get it. And you gotta go out and make this happen for you. And ain't nobody gonna do that for you but you. And I feel like when you, it's not even like you gotta be consistent every single day. You could be consistent every single day, but that's not what I'm getting at. What I mean by being consistent is, do what you gotta do once a week. Do what you gotta do once every couple of days, once every 2 weeks. But take the time to do it. Like, don't just be sitting around wasting time, because it's like you only got 24 hours, bro. You literally only got 24 hours to live. You got 24 hours in a day. And today's Wednesday right now. It's October 15th. 2025 is never going to be October 15th, 2025 ever again. And how I see it is, when you sleeping in and you waking up at like 1 o'clock, you waking up at like 4 in the afternoon and stuff like that, like, you done already slept the whole day away. Like, you don't even realize it, but you only get one life. You only get one opportunity to do everything that you want to do in your life. So why would you play with that? Why would you take that for granted? Why would you sit there and say, you know what, I ain't gonna do what I gotta do. I'ma just bullshit. I'ma just waste my time. Like, nah. Nah. And honestly, I became so obsessed with being consistent, so obsessed with just prioritizing my goals and stuff like that, that I don't even hang around certain people no more. Like, I don't even hang around people that carry certain traits, because the people that you hang around rub off on you. If you want to be a millionaire, you got to hang around people that have millionaire goals. You got to hang around people that strive for those type of things. Like, you can't hang around people that's settling for less and don't want more for themselves, because then eventually that's going to rub off onto you. If you hang around 5 millionaires, you're going to be the 6th millionaire. If you hang around 5 bums, you're going to be the 6th bum. So it's just a matter of what you want for yourself. And if you want, good things for yourself, you want your dreams and your goals to be able to be achieved, because it's achievable. Nothing is impossible in this world. There's people that come from the craziest circumstances, and they come out strong. They come out successful. They come out benefiting and reaping the benefits of everything that they went through. And you could go through hell and back, but it's just about what you let it do to you. It's just about how you let it affect your life and how you perceive it. Because if you perceive it as, oh, my life is terrible, or I'm going through all this stuff and I'm never going to get to where I want to go, you're never going to get there, because you're telling yourself that. And the first thing about consistency is manifestation. Because in order for you to be consistent, you got to have something that you want. You got to have something that you deeply desire. And you have to have a plan. And once you have a plan and you have something that you want to work towards and something that you want to achieve, then you can start being consistent. Then you can start working toward the things that you want. But you got to start somewhere. And it's okay to not know what you want to do. Like, I feel like Like now people almost make it seem like you gotta know what you want to do 100%. Like you gotta have a goal, like your whole life planned out, and that's really not the case. Cause honestly, nobody has it figured out. Like nobody has their whole life figured out. Even though they might be successful at something, they might have, got a job that they want to get, or they doing good for themselves. That don't necessarily mean that they know exactly how their life was gonna be. Everything happens for a reason, and when you go through stuff, that's why I say, like, you just gotta perceive it a certain type of way, because God do certain things in your life that you gotta be able to read between the lines and say, okay, this happened for a reason. There's a lot of stuff that happened in my life that I didn't really understand in the moment when I was younger, but now that I'm older and I look back and I'm like, okay, that happened for this reason, or that happened for that reason. But it's like, you just gotta learn how to see the brighter side of everything, because everything happens for a reason. Literally. You're not gonna go through nothing you can't handle. You're not gonna go through nothing that's not meant for you to go through. And everything that's meant for you to go through, you're gonna go through it. That's as real as it gets for me. And I encourage y'all to be consistent. I haven't been consistent on my YouTube videos on this page. I really don't have an excuse for why I haven't. I just haven't. And even if I said I was gonna upload every single day, but even if I don't upload every single day, I'm uploading every single week, because I don't know who this video gonna view. Like, I don't know who gonna see this video. I don't know what type of gain it's gonna reach. It might get 1 views, it might get 2 views, but it's like, that's the thing. Like, you can't look at the views and look at your progress in the process. You can't look at the progress, because that's when you get discouraged. That's when you get discouraged, and that's when you're gonna tell yourself, I'm not doing this no more, or it's not going nowhere. Let me try something else. Like, sometimes you just gotta stick with it. If you deeply love something, if you deeply desire something, you just gotta stick with it. And slowly but surely, everything will roll out for you. I started my modeling career a year ago, September, a year ago, and I walked in 2 shows. I didn't know what I was doing starting modeling. I just went with the flow, and I learned and I educated myself properly, and I got out there and I tried it. And luckily I succeeded. Luckily, it worked out for me, and I ended up going back again in February, and I went back again this September. And this time, instead of walking for 2 shows like I did last September, I had like 15 shows. I walked for Calvin Klein. I did pictures for GQ magazine, and it's like none of this would have happened if I wasn't consistent. None of this would have happened if I wasn't staying on top of my priorities and the things the things that matter to me. Like, none of this would have happened. So it's like, you really gotta be locked in. Like, you really gotta, you gotta want it. And if you want it, you gotta let yourself have it. You gotta tell yourself that no is not an option. And once you tell yourself that, it's like, there's no way you could fail. There's no way you could fail at all. When you really want something, it's gonna happen. If you really want to go to the store and get a snack, you're gonna make sure you got money to go to the store and get a snack. If you indulge in drugs, you're gonna make sure you have money to support your habit. If you drink, you're gonna make sure you get a drink if you're going through something. So it's like, why can't you take the same energy and put it into your own self-benefit? Wow, what's so bad about that? Like, I see people all the time spend money on drinks. Drinks is not cheap. Drinks is like $16 for a good drink. It's like between $16 and $30. But they're not gonna spend $30 on healthy food to feed themselves properly. It's like, it's a perspective thing. Like, the things that you prioritize is how your life is gonna turn out. If you constantly doing things that's not good for you, how you expect your life to be good? How you expect for you to have good things come into your life? How you expect to have a good woman if you constantly in a club, or you constantly partying or prioritizing things that don't really matter? How you expect to get a girl that prioritizes things that matter and have her life together? Like, everything in your life is a reflection of yourself. And once you start taking yourself serious, your life will take you serious. Once you start saving your money, taking care of your physical health, your life becomes easier. your life becomes better. It becomes more enjoyable because you on your purpose. Like you doing the right things you're supposed to be doing. And it's like, why wouldn't you want to be lit? Why wouldn't you want to have a nice car? Why wouldn't you want to be fly, have all the women chasing you? Like, why wouldn't you want to be on your purpose like that? That's a great thing for me. You'd rather be out of shape on drugs or doing alcohol. And it's like, for me, that ain't gonna get you down nothing but a dark path. Like, trust me, bro. Like, I done smoked before. Like, I done drank before. It feels great, but at the same time, that's a temporary feeling for me. That's a temporary feeling, and it slow you down. Some people productive off of those things, but at the same time, like, that's not what your body made for. Like, all of that is really poison. All that is really poison. And that's why, like, I encourage people to read the Bible. It's not even on a religious aspect. I believe in God. I'm Christian, but at the same time, like, believing in the Bible, reading the Bible don't have nothing to do with religion. You could use it in the sense that you living on principles, because all of that literally just principles. Like, if you like deeply read some of the things that's there, it's things that's supposed to, that you like they say, like, a lot of this stuff is supposed to protect you from, prevent you from having fun and this, that, and the third. But at the same time, it's like all that stuff is there to protect you. Like, when they say wait till marriage to have intercourse, it's like that's not so you don't have no experience or have no fun in your life. It's to protect you from diseases, to protect you from soul ties. It's to protect you from lust. For me, like, not everything is bad, bro. Like, when they tell you, like, gluttony, don't overeat so you're not gaining too much weight. It's like, don't swear. Like, we shouldn't swear. Like, I have a bad problem with swearing. I curse a lot, but it's like, I'm only human. I'm working on myself, but at the same time, you gotta want to work on yourself. Like, and it starts with acknowledging it. Like, you gotta be able to look at your life and be like, okay, this what I'm doing wrong. That's what I'm doing wrong. How can I make this better? What can I do differently in my situation so that my situation could change, instead of staying in stagnant and saying, you know what, I'm already here, I'm already going through it, so there's nothing I could do about it. There's always something you could do about it. And if you feel like you really can't do nothing about your situation, pray. There's been so many things I prayed for, bro. And I don't even say pray just to believe in God. I don't encourage nobody. I encourage you to believe in God, but at the same time, it's not something I force onto people. Like, you can believe whenever you want, but even if you don't believe in God, pray. It brings a sense of peace into your life. It brings a sense of certainty into your life. And you start to feel better about yourself. You start to feel better about your situation. You feel me? And slowly but surely, your situation will change. So, yeah, for me, stay consistent. Make sure you're on your purpose, and I promise you, if you stay on your goals, you stay on all of that, your life will change slowly but surely. Nothing happens overnight, but it definitely will happen in due time. I'll see ya.